O Lord Hari, I have spent my life uselessly, having obtained a human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna, I have knowingly drunk poison. So, we understand from the scriptures, we have got this human form of life. After going through transmigration of soul, we are all aware of this. There are 8.4 million different species of life. And finally we come to this human form of life. And that too, to come to an advanced consciousness. Just like in the human form of life also, Padma Purana says, there are 400,000 species in human form of life, different conscious, at different conscious level. So, to come to this highest form of human form and trying to worship Radha and Krishna, it's very rare, and we got this opportunity by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by the mercy of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. So now that we are gone, O Lord, I have spent my life uselessly. Before coming in touch with Krishna consciousness, I have done a lot of nonsense things actually in this form of life also. Somehow by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, I came in touch with this Krishna consciousness movement, and I'm trying to practice this. So, Prahlad Maharaj also analyzes in the Bhagavatam that 50% of the life is spent uselessly in sleeping, in education, like that it is gone. And balance 50%, in the Bhagavatam 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj very nicely describes how we spend our time. So, now that we have got this opportunity, we have come in touch with a pure devotee, actually we should become little serious, sincere. So this yatra like this, like J.C. Prabhu was telling in the first day itself, little tapasya, we are all taking little tapasya. Our daily schedule, when you would have been in our respective places, goes for a little toss. So this tapasya you take little, we get a lot of spiritual benefit. Rishabhdev also says, Tapo divyam putraka ena sattvam. The human form of life is meant for taking austerity, tapasya, voluntarily accepting some inconvenience. Of course, our yatra team who have come well in advance, they made all nice arrangement actually. For us it is easy. We are like mendicant staying daily in different hotel, but correct? We come there, put our luggage, take prasadam, take rest, next day we proceed like that. If you see 6 Goswamis, also Shat Goswamis, they were also living in Vrindavan like this. They didn't have any proper place, no fixed place to live somewhere, someday in one tree, someday in another tree. But Kali-yuga people, we can't take that much austerity. So these arrangements have been made. So we should take the maximum benefit. We should try to chant more rounds, hear, read Krishna, Chaitanya's pastimes. And that way we can get the maximum benefit. Otherwise, what happens? In the second part it is mentioned, having obtained the human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna, I have knowingly drunk poison. Nobody will drink poison knowingly, correct? Unless somebody wants to commit suicide. That is also not it's not really killing because you are killing your body. Again, you get into entanglement, a lot of sinful reaction you get. So, if there is poison or be away from this food, we will not go and touch it. So, similarly, if you are not taking to the worship of Radha and Krishna, Chaitanya and Nityananda, we are actually drinking only poison. That's what the first verse says. The second verse, translation is, the treasure of divine love in Goloka Vrindavana had descended as the congregational chanting of Lord's Hari's holy name. So, Golokera Prema Dana Harinama Sankirtana. So, Lord had come in the form of holy name, particularly in Kali-yuga, and we can get the highest benefit. Why did my attraction for that chanting never come about? Because we have got attraction to so many things in the material world, except the chanting and the spiritual practice. So, in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, by his causeless mercy, has given us a day-to-day program, sadhana bhakti. We are all sadhakas doing sadhana, regulated devotional service. So, day in, day out we have to do that. Day after day after day, we have to keep on doing that. So, anything you do in the outside world, in the material world, it has become monotonous. But here you see every day we are singing the same song, getting up in the morning, singing Mangala Arati, Guru Puja, everything is same. So, because it is purely spiritual, it has nothing to do with material thing. So, why did my attraction has not come about? Because we are attracted to so many things other than Radha and Krishna. So, this sadhana bhakti will cure our disease of material existence. We all got this material disease. Real disease is, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. These are the real problems of life. So, we can easily overcome this just by taking to the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Krishna's name is very attractive. Krishna's Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela is very attractive. Right now we are in the disease condition. So, just like when somebody gets disease, he has to go to a physician, physician prescribes some medicine, you take the medicine, then you will get well. Similarly, the medicine is for us to chant and hear the glories of the Lord. Then it says, day and night my heart burns from the fire of the poison of worldliness, and I have not taken the means to relieve it. So knowingly, if we know that if we have some disease, we have to go to physician. Sometimes we may try it 2 days, 3 days, taking some paracetamol, this thing. Sometimes it doesn't get cured, correct? Then we have to rush to a doctor. Because there is something you cannot diagnose yourself. So when you go to an expert doctor, he can easily figure out what is your problem. Similarly, our acharyas have given this process of devotional service which is coming in the parampara from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and if we take to this process with faith, automatically we will be freed from the disease. Third verse it says, Lord Krishna, with the son of King of Vraja, became the son of Sachi, Lord Chaitanya, and Balram became Nitai. So, we are very fortunate, only 500 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. When we go out and preach also, when we say Krishna appeared 5,000 years before, it becomes difficult for people to understand, comprehend 5,000 years before. We don't know what you are telling, all these things. 500 years actually is not that far away, it's very close, correct? Few generations, that's all. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are all fortunate to take birth during this time. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, they are none other than Krishna and Balaram. And the holy name delivered all those souls who were lowly and wretched. Actually, if you see our own life, before we came in touch with Krishna consciousness, what we are all doing is totally nothing to do with this, what we are doing now, correct? It totally is 180 or 360 degree we are turned. Again, it's by the costless mercy of Guru and Krishna. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavanji Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. So now that we have got this opportunity, we should take it seriously. The two sinners, Jagai and Madai, are evidence of this. We know the story of Jagai and Madai. They are so sinful people. But when they came in touch with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they took to chanting Hare Krishna and agreed to give up sinful activities, automatically they became delivered. So Prabhupada in this context, he also says in many lectures that during those days, only one Jagai and Madai was there. Now today, whole world is filled with, we are all Jagai and Madais only actually. So, if we take to this medicine of chanting and associating with devotees and following this Navavidha Bhakti, actually we can be freed from all of our sinful activities. And we can be freed from all sinful reaction also. That is what Krishna also concludes in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Maham Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So if we surrender to Lord, if we follow the instruction given by the Lord, then easily we can overcome all our sinful reaction. But we should promise, that's why when we take initiation also, we promise in front of deities, in front of Lord, in front of fire, in front of Vaishnava, that I'll follow these 4 regulative principles and I will chant 16 rounds. So that we should keep up always without we should not break those things. Then it becomes very easy. When the 4th verse says, O Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, accompanied by the daughter of Rishabhana, please be merciful to me now. Narottam Das says, O Lord, please do not push me away from your reddish lotus feet, for who is my beloved except for you. So when we read all these songs, when we are singing these songs, and when we are reading the translation, these acharyas actually they are representing the conditioned soul like us. They are all pure devotees. Otherwise, who can come in touch with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who can come in touch with Lord Sri Krishna? They are all pure devotee representative of Lord. But they are writing on behalf of us how we are lying on the lap of Maya. We have no trace, we have no attraction, like that and all that. So they are bringing out this point for us to develop attachment, attraction to the Lord's pastime, Lord's Leela. So this Parikrama, this spiritual, it's like a spiritual rejuvenation, correct? 20 days, actually we can go fully charged because we are little cut off from the normal world. Of course, this mobile is there, a lot of, some disturbance will be there. Still, we should be engaged, we should be engrossed only in this. Only, like Prabhupada says on Ekadasi day, chant as many rounds. Why 25 rounds? You can chant any number of rounds like that Prabhupada says. Only if there is any serious business, we have to attend. Any important business, we have to attend. Otherwise, we should just chant, read, hear the glories, take devotees association. So, it's a nice opportunity. So, a little we have to push, of course, because our normal routine, as I mentioned, is getting disturbed. Our sleep may not be that good. But no problem. Actually, if you see, because of the spiritual potency, because of the association, because of all the Vaishnavas, devotees, actually we are able to run this. Maybe when we go back to our respective places, then maybe we may crash down actually. Not least, but we'll try our level best, and we should all participate very energetically in the kirtan, bhajan, that way. And japa time we can do japa, we can do more japa, but when katha is going on, when some bhajan is going on, we should all try to be there. Though the pressure of chanting is there for all of us. So that little austerity, if you take, it will be, we'll get enormous spiritual benefit from this. So this was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself organized this Gaura Mandal Parikrama. And then we know how Prabhupada also used to go for Parikrama. But whenever Prabhupada's initiation, qualification, he himself says that his spiritual master got attracted toward him because he was very hardened hearing Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur noted that. So he gave initiation and all this thing like that. So Prabhupada on occasion also, when he was going on a parikrama like this, that day morning they announced that due to some reason Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur will not go on parikrama. His other disciple will take them. So Prabhupada took the opportunity. He also didn't travel that day. He was in that place only, and he was hearing katha, because hardly he met half a dozen times. So hearing katha, reading, all this Navavidha Bhakti, whatever we can maximize during this rejuvenation time, this parikrama time, it will all benefit us.